Hey YouTube, hey subscribers, thanks for tuning in. A really good question came through in a comment thread and I'd like to answer it in a video. The question reads, I want to ask something. Narcissists lack empathy, right? So how does that empathy exactly manifest? Does empathy manifest physically, like you see someone happy and then you're happy, or you see someone mad and you feel kind of mad? Or is it something like a thought, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't eat all the cake because my friend would be sad if she didn't have any? Is empathy when you see, for example, a movie where someone's hand is being chopped off and you can feel it in your hand too? I mean, I can't see injuries like that in real life because ouch. Is crying when you watch a film where the dog dies and you cry because, oh my God, this is sad, a form of empathy? I mean, sometimes I did things without empathy when I should be empathetic, but there were times when I did something bad and it bothered me later. Or I thought about the other person before doing anything. I am confused. I have experienced all these at some point, but I don't feel like they are enough. We talk about empathy a lot, but we've never actually broken it down on this channel. So first, I'd like to start with the official definition of empathy. Empathy, noun, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. As is the case with most official definitions, they often leave us wanting for more. So let's give it more. I'll answer the questions in the order they appeared. Number 1, narcissists lack empathy, right? Yes, indeed, they do. And I would say that this is one of their worst traits, mainly because it enables them to do anything to anyone without guilt or shame. Number 2, so how does that empathy exactly manifest? My personal definition of empathy is the ability to imagine the impact on someone and also actually care about that impact. The lack of the ability to imagine is what makes the narcissist, in my opinion. This does not absolve them of responsibility because people are often more than willing to explain the impact to a narcissist. This is when the second part kicks in, where they simply don't care. They don't care to know and they don't care to learn. In my opinion, this is another differentiator between psychopaths and narcissists. Psychopaths are fully aware of impacts and they actually care to the extent that it's causing the harm they want to cause. It's willful with the psychopaths. With narcissists, it's involuntary, but it's active involuntary. They're basically closing their eyes and covering their ears. Number 3, does empathy manifest physically? Like you see someone happy and then you're happy, or you see someone mad and you feel kind of mad? I think it manifests physically in the sense that your empathy will cause you to do or not do something. For example, a person living next door in an apartment might choose not to blast their music at midnight because they can imagine the impact. They'll wake their neighbors up. And they also care about the impact. They don't want their neighbors to lose sleep because losing sleep sucks. And they also don't want their neighbors to be mad at them. They can imagine the long-term effect of having neighbors who think that you're a rude, inconsiderate neighbor. So they physically restrain themselves from turning the music up. This is one way to look at it. I feel that what you described is closer to sympathy. Number 4, or is it something like a thought? I would say it's mainly a thought that manifests into actions or inactions. The examples you used, in my opinion, are closer to sympathy, where you can actually feel what the other person is going through. So in other words, I can empathize with you without feeling sorry for you and vice versa. An example would be a child who has just been put in timeout and is crying. Let's say they did something bad that caused them to earn their way into timeout. The parent empathizes with the child's current situation because they know the child would rather not be in timeout. They'd rather be up running around doing what they want to do. But the parent has no sympathy for them because the child broke the rules which were made clear. It's also similar to when you see someone do a really stupid stunt online and hurt themselves. You can empathize with their pain. Wow, I bet that hurt. But not feel sorry for them. Hey, serves you right. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So those were all the questions in the thread, and I'll close with this. Empathy in our society is important because it allows us to predict what impact our actions will have on others. Empathy also enables us to care about those actions and impacts. Without it, people enable themselves to do absolutely anything to others. Then, when they learn about the impacts, they don't care and tell those who they have harmed to get over it. Empathy also enables one to visualize long-term consequences of actions. It lets you see into the future. So you won't do certain things because you know what effect that will have long-term. It's almost like a calculation. I thank you so much for your question. It was a very good one, and I hope I answered it well for you. To everyone else, I hope this was informative. Take care, you guys. Stay safe out there, and as always, I grant you the permission to exist. Bye-bye.